summertime. And when you think, of course, delicious summertime dishes, soup, it may not be at the top of your list. You know, after all, we typically eat soup served hot. Well, today's chef is making chilled soups that won't raise the temperature in your kitchen this summertime. And this is Matthew Taylor. He is the new executive chef at Gertrude's restaurant inside the Desert Botanical Garden. So great to see you.
So nice to see you. Good morning.
Oh, good morning to you. And what an exciting new job for you, a new gig for you. How is it over at Gertrude?
It's awesome. It's awesome. You know, it's a totally unique property. I think it's such like an iconic Arizona destination, and we're just trying to take it a few steps further this season.
I have to admit, when I went to visit the Desert Botanical Garden, I didn't realize there was such an exclusive restaurant right there on the property. You go through the main gate, just like you would to go into the garden, and there's this wonderful restaurant, and the concept from the garden to the table.
From the garden to the table, you know, trying to use local products, whether it's herbs that we grow on the garden, on the patio ourselves, or grains that we get from local farmers, and you know, it's just a wonderful place to celebrate everything that Arizona has to offer.
Absolutely. Well, I tell you what, Matthew's been quite busy this morning because look at this. He's been chopping up and pretty chunking some tomatoes. What kind of tomatoes?
We just got some different varieties of heirloom tomatoes that again are grown in Arizona.
Wonderful.
We have an awesome extended growing season here because of our weather.
Am I in your way? Because I will step back for you.
At all.
Well, tell me what you're making.
So we're going to make a little chilled heirloom tomato gazpacho.
Okay.
So, and it's a versatile soup. We can garnish it with avocado. We're going to do it with shrimp today.
Ooh.
We have a little toasted bread in there, which is going to be our thickening agent, our kind of secret ingredient.
Perfect.
And then we're going to do another soup later where we're going to use nuts instead of bread to thicken.
And when we got the recipes, I loved this about what your restaurant is. It really is seasonal. Okay, so the menu is constantly changing. So if you've been there once, you need to go again because it's constantly changing.
No, it's going to be completely different in a month.
And you grow all of the herbs. I mean, look at these herbs. They're right there in the windowsill.
Yeah, they are. They are.
I mean, I've been there and it smells so, I mean, it's just aromatic. It's wonderful.
It's such a gorgeous place, and it's just to celebrate the season.
It really is. And what a backdrop, right?
Oh, it's so wonderful to go into work every day.
So what are you putting in now?
Just a little bit of water. So we have, to kind of gather it up, we have tomatoes, onion, bell pepper, a little bit of cucumber, our toasted bread, and now just a little bit of water. Good old-fashioned H2O. We'll hit it with a little bit of salt, a little bit of fresh cracked pepper, and we're just going to mix this up. Now, ideally, you could even do this ahead of time and let this sit overnight and let the flavors kind of marinate.
Sure.
You'll even have even more flavor in the morning or in the next day when you make it.
And heirloom tomatoes come in so many different colors.
Yeah, don't be scared of the weird looking shapes and sizes. That's how they are, and that's how they're supposed to be.
I was about to say that's on purpose.
Yeah, it's not by accident. It's Mother Nature. We're going to add just a dollop of honey.
Okay.
Just for a little sweetness.
And you added what?
And a little bit of sherry vinegar.
Sherry vinegar.
And if you just want to stir that up.
Okay, you got it.
That'd be great.
Okay.
I tidy up here.
And I really like the idea of letting everything sit so that all the flavors can kind of soak into the tomatoes.
And you can do it ahead of time. So if you're, have a busy day the next day, it can all be ready to go, and you're not. And the idea is too, you're not heating up the kitchen. It's supposed to be 150 degrees tomorrow.
At least. At least.
So you don't want to heat up the kitchen. You have a hearty soup. It doesn't have to be.
Well, we want to
just
show
a
you.
soup
We want
or
to show you the finished product because you already have one plated. But we're going to finish this up in the next segment for you. And the great thing is, he's been so kind. Gertrude has been so kind to supply the recipes so you can make these delicious soups at home. SonoranLiving.com. And what are you going to make for us next?
Next, we're going to do a chilled melon soup.
Perfect. Okay. So we have one down and a couple more to go.
A couple more to go. We'll finish this up and start the melon soup when we come back.
Okay, Terry. So now we've gotten you your palate ready. Now we got to go on a tropical vacation.